Brooklyn Center police this week continue to investigate a series of similar style robberies. All of the victims were children, and police believe the same people may be behind them. At least 4 cases have occurred this week. The crimes all happened in the late afternoon or evening. 2 of the robberies occurred here at Firehouse Park, one on Monday night, another late Tuesday afternoon. In the first case, an 8-year-old child was robbed. The other was a 14-year-old victim. Both cases involved similar suspect descriptions, black males in their early to mid-teens. A couple of hours later, a third case occurred on the 600 block of 70th Avenue North, just a half a mile north. Police say a 12-year-old victim was robbed, this time by 3 black males in their early to mid-teens. One of them displayed a handgun. Then 2 hours after, a 4th case about a mile away on West River Road. The robbers assaulted another 12-year-old demanding a cell phone. We're told that child only had minor injuries. At last check Friday, no arrests have been made. In the 4th case, one of the robbers fled in a vehicle of an unknown description. Anyone with information on these cases is urged to contact Brooklyn Center Police, and they can do so anonymously. An update now on a crash that killed a motorcyclist last week in Plymouth. Police now say a 17-year-old driver is under investigation in connection to that incident. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner says 26-year-old Adam Schur died after his motorcycle struck a vehicle on June 22nd. It happened at the intersection of County Road 24 and Urbandale Lane North. Schur's girlfriend, a 25-year-old woman from New Hope, was riding with him but survived her injuries. A memorial service for Schur was held on Wednesday. It's been an especially deadly year on Minnesota roads. The Minnesota Department of Public Safety says more than 200 people have been killed in crashes so far this year. That's about 50 more fatalities than at this point last year. In fact, this year's number is the highest for the first half of the year since 2009. Of the total, 26 were motorcyclists killed. That's compared with 18 the year prior. 40% of the fatalities, based on preliminary information, were due to excessive speed. With the holiday weekend upon us, one local city is asking residents to exercise caution before going into the water due to the presence of lake toxins. Delane Cleveland has more from Robbinsdale, where the hot, dry summer has prevented the city from properly treating Crystal Lake.
Over the long holiday weekend, water recreation will be a popular activity, but city officials in Robbinsdale are putting out a warning to people about the presence of blue-green algae here at Crystal Lake.
Best to just stay out, or if you have to go in the water, rinse off immediately afterward. Try not to ingest anything.
Thanks to the hot, dry summer we've had so far, algae blooms have been prevalent in Robbinsdale's Crystal Lake. That's significant because those blooms can contain toxins that could be harmful to humans and pets if ingested. Boating is low risk, but swimmers should use their best judgment. The city made plans to treat the water and decrease the phosphorus levels in the lake earlier this summer, but the algae was so bad that they had to call it off and delay the treatment to the fall when the algae has died off.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't what we were hoping for, but we're still, committed to the project. We have the funds available, and so sometimes with this lake it seems like you just kind of have to go with the flow, just kind of change your plan as it goes. But fortunately the carp removals have been really going really well. We've pulled a lot of carp out of the lake so far.
One thing to look out for is if you see what looks like a green paint spill on the surface of the lake, don't swim by it, don't let your pets near it. The city of Robbinsdale plans to put up signs this weekend to warn people about those green algae blooms. In Robbinsdale, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The New Hope Police Department is changing the way it acquires police vehicles. The city is switching to a leasing arrangement with Enterprise Fleet Management. It starts with the leasing of 8 Ford Explorer vehicles this year and 6 next year. According to city estimates, the new agreement could save the city nearly $330,000 over the next 15 years. Other police departments that have switched to leasing include Champlin, Hopkins, and Stillwater. And finally, this segment, a return to seeing art up close and in person. Art galleries are slowly returning to pre-pandemic activities. And in today's Weekend Showcase, Neil Persley highlights one local gallery that recently reopened.
Yeah, we've been closed for a year and a half due to the COVID situation here. When looking to regain your footing after a traumatic event, it's important to take baby steps.
We're so happy to be back.
The Maple Grove Art Center is back open for classes, the public, and even has a new show up on the walls.
The show is 25 artists, 48 pieces. Each artist is able to enter 2 pieces because we were unsure about the restrictions before July 1st.
When the gallery put out the call for the show, the response was enthusiastic.
It was good. Obviously 25 artists, we don't have that many artists in a lot of our shows because we're a small gallery. So it was great to see how many people were interested in wanting to jump right back into, showing.
It's a very eclectic show.
Well, this is the only show free for members. And this is the only show with no theme. Like, I don't restrict anything. We don't have any certain criteria to meet.
There's a little something for everyone.
So we've got oils, we've got acrylics, we've got watercolors, we've got the quilted plastic waste, we've got jewelry, we've got wood pieces.
And if you see something you like,
there's only 2 pieces in the whole show that aren't for sale, and that artist they're just more sentimental to her. But everything else is for sale. And the new thing that we started, thanks to COVID, is that we're posting everything online.
So you can shop online, but seeing in person is always best. The show is up at the gallery through August 20th. For a weekend showcase from Maple Grove, Neil Persley, CCX News.
And we'll be right back.
Three local teams have been mainstays at the Delano 4th of July American Legion baseball tournament. Jason Melillo has highlights from an exciting early round game.
Day 1 at the Delano Stars and Stripes Woodbat Legion baseball tournament, Hopkins facing Eagan. Bottom second, Hopkins' Jackson View rips a 2-out hit down the line. Cole Byer hustles home for the first run of the game. Bottom third, Americo Sculati launches a fly ball to left field, and it's gone for a 3-run homer. Flyers up 5-rip. Eagan rallies with 5 runs in the top of the 4th. Jake Cabbage's 2-out hit scores Elias New, and it's 5-all. Bottom 4th, the Flyers answer as Byer lifts a fly ball to the fence. Ryan McGee scores, and Sculati slides in safe. Hopkins up 8-5. The Patriots keep fighting. Top 5, Lincoln Berry slices a hit the other way to score Mason Amon and Alex Lockmeyer. It's 8-all after 5. Bottom 6, View's fly ball is hauled in by Lockmeyer, but Charlie Schaefer tags and scores. Flyers up 9-8 on the sac fly by View. It's not over though. Will Huseman's ground ball gets by the third baseman, a costly error by Hopkins in the top of the 7th, and it brings home Egan's Chuck Harms, and we're tied again at 9-all. Top 8th, Amon strokes a clutch hit to plate New for the go-ahead run, and the Patriots go on to win 10-9. The Osseo and Wayzata Legion baseball teams are also in the tournament, which continues through Sunday. The championship game is Sunday night at 7:30. Jason Melillo, CCX Sports.
Summer is a time for high school athletes to sharpen their skills, and in some cases it's also a good chance for new coaches to get acclimated. That's the case in the Armstrong boys basketball program. We're several months away from the start of the high school basketball season, but new Armstrong boys head coach Robert Ware is hitting the ground running. Ware, who took over from John Bryant after last season ended, is enjoying things so far.
You know what? I'm excited about it. It's just a great experience. It's definitely a blessing to be an assistant principal here in the building and then get the opportunity to lead a group of young men in basketball. It's a fun experience. So things have been great.
It's great, you know what I mean? We get to come in the gym, get great shots up. He's opening the gym up a lot more for us, you know, getting guys in here, getting ready to work for this off season coming up. You know, we got guys coming in that are just ready to work. That's pretty much it. He's a great guy too.
Brooklyn Center High School graduate Ware has been a head coach at Totino Grace and Maranatha Christian and was an assistant at Minnetonka. He knows this is an important time, especially for a new coaching staff that includes former Osseo star Keenan Jones.
You need the summertime to really build that foundation and build it brick by brick, like we like to say, get the guys used to the new system that's in place. And then for me to get a chance to work with our younger kids, like we've already had camp, we've had about 70 kids and grades 3rd through 8th grade in for 2 weeks of camp already. And then we have all our grades 9th through 12th in for Breakfast Club. So it's been great for them to get to know me and me to get to know them, and also introduce our coaching staff as well.
Last summer was one of uncertainty during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Things are a lot more relaxed now.
Last year we couldn't get in the gym at all before school started, and I feel like we couldn't really go anywhere, get shots up, and now we're getting in the gym like almost every day, so I feel like we'll be more prepared for the season.
Last year everybody had to adapt to the state, and I felt like our athletic department, Mr. Larry Tate, as our new AD here at Armstrong High School, did a really good job with just having systems and policies in place, which made it pretty easy for our guys to adapt. But now that everything has been lifted, and now I think the kids are feeling more comfortable, and without masks on in the gym and stuff, and more people being vaccinated, I feel like it's going to get back to normal here.
Armstrong's had a good basketball tradition, and the Falcons were 12-8 this past season. They expect good things when the hoop season comes around.
I feel like we're going to have a great team this year. We're going to be up with the top guys in Minnesota this year, I believe.